From Camping World Stadium in Orlando, Florida. The postseason rolls on today with the Cure Bowl. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. Coach is using a great motivational tactic in the locker room with his team. He told me this is the best game outside of the playoffs in this postseason. I am challenging our guys to put on a show for our fans. They want to make sure people know we will be in the playoff next year, and that motivation all starts here today with a terrific top 25 matchup. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. And no chance at a return here. Start this drive at their own 25. back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Moore to throw. He fires a bullet to the right. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Moore. Throws to the tight end. The sure hands, it's Johnson. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
That's a really nice looking throw, and when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a
Makes the catch, and he's free. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football. And guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40, the 20, inside the touchdown, Oregon. How about this defense taking one back to the house? This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Well, what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Ducks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Really good job running the ball, getting that 1st down. Now here comes the tempo.
Looking for a big play. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this running back can beat you with a lot of tools. He's got speed, he can shake you, he can spin away, and now he shows you the stiff arm. That was lethal before walking into the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back looking for room. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Stepping to the right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. There he goes. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Sweep.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, first down here.
Bubba. Down, ready. Right. Move. Rock. Ready, go.
Dante Moore. Oh, they're after him. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Dante Moore wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They'll send the tight end in motion. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10.
Sweep. Here we go. Ready. Bubba.
Making side adjustments here. Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing more. Got a man. It's Davison. Gives him the big stiff arm. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And that's a great job by this QB, man. He sees the blitz come. He gets the ball out of his hands, hits his running back on a little swing route in stride. Then he can do the rest. He's got the ball in his hands fast so he can chew up some yards, make some plays down the field. Nice throw, nice catch.
1852, soldier. 1852, chip. Level. Go.
Moore to the air. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Here's Moore to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. The Ducks are flying down the field. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line.
Down, ready. Hey, move. 22, move. Rock. Fly. Bubba.
Again, it's Moore. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Ready, go.
They'll run it from the gun. Looking for room at the 40. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Moore flips it out in the flat. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. the RPO. There he goes. Touchdown, Ducks. A great catch and run for 6.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Makes it past the marker. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Dante Moore rushes on him. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Moore to the air. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Moore to the air again. Deep shot for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Bear. Fighting off the defender. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Calls his own number. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And, man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Runs through a tackle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Ducks want to move quickly.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Makes the grab. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Quarterback may change this route. Dante Moore wants to throw again. The sure hands, it's Moore. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The Ducks have this offense rolling. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run.
Oh, to the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
Booster. Let him go.
Throwing more. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18.
Freeze. Let him go.
Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, and it's a bit of a missed opportunity, I think.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Sweep. Bubba, Bubba. Go.
4th down, Moore. Looking to take a shot. It's a running room. The 40. Delivers the stiff arm. He's at the 20. Inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt. Glad to have you with us from Independence Stadium. 2 teams trying to put the finishing touches on their season in the Independence Bowl. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Weather could be a factor. For more on that, we go to Holly Rowe.
I can tell you on the field, we could not ask for better conditions this late in the season. It is a gorgeous stage for college football here in this bowl game. I'm expecting both offenses to open it up and air it out. Perfect conditions. The field is in great shape. I'll keep you posted on just how things develop here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He stopped right a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Offense in a bunch formation. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. From the shotgun, the inside give. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here's Moore to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
A little release to the back. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back on the move. Fights off a defender. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And it's been a rough start for this defense. They've given up too many yards, a 3rd down right there, but a good chance to bow your neck now, to make a statement. 1st and goal, we got to be physical, got to stop the run game, get a chance to make a stop on this first possession, and force a field goal.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Bear. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got enough for the 1st. Oh, look out on the right. Past the 20, the 10, and he scores! Touchdown, Ducks! You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore throws to the tight end. With the catch, it's Johnson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You've got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all five guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Moore will throw. Hauls it in. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Line gets set. First down. Again, it's Moore. Makes the grab. It's Bear. Inside the 35. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Ducks will have it first and 10. Dante Moore. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Moore to the air again. He's got it. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Throwing Moore. Buys a little time. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. We've got a good one on our hands here. Let's hope we keep those good vibes going here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Moore to the air. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
And the point after is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Creates a little space. Turning it on. Brought down by the defense as he barreled forward for a pickup of 9.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Right back to him on the ground. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the single back. There's some room. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. On the move at the 30. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Breaks into the open. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They want to run it left here.
And this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen it. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now 1st and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a 4th down, try to make them kick a field goal.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Might be calling a hot route. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Oregon! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Here's Moore to throw. Looking to the big tight end.
And I absolutely love that play call, man. You got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points to capitalize on their great field position.
Moore will throw. Under fire. Zings it complete to the right. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And this is why, as a defense, man, you don't want to let the quarterback outside the pocket. Once he gets outside the pocket, now everybody else has to adjust, and some people have to leave coverage, and he goes and he starts going towards his right. Nice job by the receiver finding some space towards the sidelines. They get the completion and make the play.
Moore. Punch it out of the air. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And I like this offense. They didn't get conservative. They stayed aggressive to go try to get points, and they get rewarded, and they take the lead and the momentum going into the half.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll open the second half on the ground. At the 35, he's got room. Wide open spaces. The 20. He's at the touchdown Ducks. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays.
Here we go. Ready.
Dante Moore. Looking down the middle. Finds his man. It's Stewart. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Moore to the air. Throws for the tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Defense has the lead in the second half. Expect to see a lot of zone coverage. It's going to be tight. It's going to be hard to fit these footballs in, especially when you're throwing in the middle of the field like they were right there as the ball falls incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Level. Freeze. Ready, go.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
It's complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. A designed run for the quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Using his feet. He is denied, and it'll be second and goal.
Really nice job by the safety on that play, deep in their own end. They were ready for the quarterback run, and he was spying him the entire time. As soon as he saw the QB take off, he was able to rally to him and make a nice tackle.
Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quarterback making adjustments. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll move the wide receiver. In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. Fires to the right. It's complete. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O's. A first down for the offense. They're going back to the ground. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Throwing more. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Moore will throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Bear.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Quarterback keeper. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
You know, I really like...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On the move. Across the 45. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Here's Moore to throw. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Ducks! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Ducks with the answer.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this?
Cover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
Well, it's one thing to be aggressive. It's another thing to be greedy, and that's what they're doing now. They've got the lead, and they're like, no, we're still going to go onside kick this thing and try to maintain possession and just not give you the ball back. And that's exactly what they did. They go out, they execute, they have it, and they're trying to add insult to injury.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Moore swings it out to the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Looks as if he's going to run it. Quarterback gets past the marker. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. They'll keep it on the ground. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! The Ducks with the answer.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
teams hoping to finish the season with a victory in the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
I can tell you there is a lot of excitement down here on the field. The energy is electric, and it is gorgeous weather here late in the season. The sun is out, and we're looking forward to some good football. As they say, it is perfect football weather. We're going to get great passing, good running conditions here on the field today. I'll keep you posted on how that plays out as the game goes along. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They'll move the tight end. Dante Moore. He's going to take a shot right away. He's got it way down the field. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Fires it down the seam. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Snagged out of the air. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. They make the stop, and not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there's a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, fourth down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Sweet, sweet. Bubba, Bubba.
Throwing more. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
The Ducks trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Oregon!
And that's a great job finishing the drive. But, man, I got to go back. I love the fourth down call. Being aggressive. First drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone. They cap it off. They create momentum to start.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Gun, the inside give. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Here's Moore to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
It'll be 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Really nice job on that.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Fires to the right. With the catch, it's Johnson. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
The Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Moore takes a shot. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Ready? Blue 30, blue 30. Go, go.
Now they'll try the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down.
Go, go.
Fourth down, Moore. Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Ducks. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on fourth down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Right back to the well. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
He really shows you his skills on that last run, and I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they have had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
28, 29 moves. 28, 29, 2,
Quarterback making checks. Dante Moore. They're working that left side. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
95, slide. Hydro. Cube, booster. Chip. Ready, go.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Sweet, sweet. Up and go.
Throwing more. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion from the back. He wants to change this route.
Squid. Hydro. Go.
Moore to the air. That's reeled in. It's Moore. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
Q. Here we go. Ready. Chip. Level. Western. Bubba. Go.
Here's Moore to throw. Release to the back. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half, and that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, and we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Hey, 62-24 home. 62-24 home. Ready, go.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
95, 96, break. 36, 92. Slide, flip. Ready, go.
To the ground. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
From the gun, the ground game. He breaks a tackle. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Smith dropping to pass. Takes the easy one to the back. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And after getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Slams ahead. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Quarterback keeps it. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Moore. Got his man on the outside. That stiff arm got him a little space, but he'll be knocked down at the 11.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Breaks the tackle. Got a little grasp and runs through another one. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Ready? Wide 53. Wide 53. Ready, go.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
He might want another play. Dante Moore. Pressure coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
Here we go. Freeze, freeze. Go.
In the gun on 3rd down. Moore. They get to him as he throws. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Ducks. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves. But what a play.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Sweet. Bubba. Go.
Throwing Moore. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
Pocket breaking down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Bringing it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play? Late in this football game, offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
This quarterback part of their running game. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Here's Moore to throw. Shoots it to the left. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Moore will throw. Back open in the middle. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a hit. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's his 4th interception of the night.